They called me a madman. They say you can't spend 6 hours on set and still make a Final Fantasy XVI video. No, you can't do that! But here I am, doing it. Just like I did your mom.
It's locked. I should look around some more before I start breaking down doors.
Why? Why? This isn't the first time I've actually done this. I've indirectly mentioned I've done YouTube in the past. And I've done it there. I've done it every summer. I did it before. I did it with Alex Point. Did I? I'm actually less certain about that one because I don't think I was doing any series that would have done that with. But I know I did it last year in 2024. I don't think I'm too low. I'm in a weird. I'm in like. Okay, I'm in the wrong place. So I thought Puppy was being bad, so I was looking. I'm either gonna be really. I'm in that weird place where I don't know if I have really low energy or if I have high energy. I can't make up my damn mind.
Disposed of. Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he's... This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Wow. Really making me go around the block. I left my fudgy water. Yeah, I've learned, even in May, I should wear sunscreen when I'm making films. I'm burnt all over. I didn't realize it until I literally saw the new Mission Impossible in theaters as well. So I've had a busy day. This is genuinely, getting home from the movie is the first time I'm able to just sit down and relax and do nothing. Yeah, I'm still fudging recording.
This must be the place.
Like, I'm a crazy lad. But, damn, I felt my arm in the movie and I'm like, oh, fudge. That's sunburnt. Yeah. I learned my lesson. Oh.
Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
That's a lot of kids. Oh, like they're almost all kids.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
Me when it's only a matter of time. But yeah, it's a anachronistic Western that I've, to varying degrees, actually been working on for a year. I used to be a college student before I dropped out by graduating. And at the start and end of every school break, driving to/from campus, I'd listen to the Beatles. So last spring semester, so 2024, I was just sitting there, and Rocky Raccoon came on, and I was just like, you know, I'm pretty much every film I've made has been in a different genre. Why don't I make a Western? A year later, I finally film it. Yeah, it's the varying degrees of progress been in my mind for a year.
I'm done here.
If that was the whole side quest, that was efficient. I only have 5 more after it, I think, because I have 6
I hear
total.
that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you, by any chance, recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
Oh crap! I have to. Oh my goodness! I'm silly.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning. Never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Cash money moment. Okay, where are we going? Oh, yeah, those are just the... Yeah. I'll cut until we're closer to there. I'm back. You see, it's funny. I multiple times, like, gosh, 40 videos ago at this point, I was like, I'm positive I go down here. I'm positive I go down here. I'm positive I go... Yeah, I'm finally down here. I was positive I'd go down here. Just took a while.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your... Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
You're stupid. I'm gonna finish you instead. Taste water. Stay hydrated. Loser!
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision
Barley?
all along.
Oh,
Now
sorry, I didn't mean to
we have a
speak aloud
chance
to
to
Mike.
put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Okay. Is it more efficient to stay on camera, or is it more efficient to cut? I mean, it's it's right. I feel like it's more efficient just to fudging walk there myself with my legs. I have legs after all. Do I? I don't know. That's debatable. What's a leg? I don't know. I have 4 arms. Yeah. Walk through the fudging plants. Show them who's fudging boss. Yeah. See that, plants? I walk through you. I'm the boss here, fudgers. Fuck you.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Is that it? Is that the whole quest? That's so boring.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quentin would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quentin can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
Once more unto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
That was just a lot of talking. Like, a lot of talking. like a lot of talking. That's like an ordinary day with Alex Little. We'll pause until I get there. Okay. You.
Looks like we found it.
Tsunami. That's always a fun start. I want to lightning you. I lightninged you. I want to that thing you. Oh yeah. Earth and Fury. Oh yeah. And boom. So yeah, my anachronistic western. That's the film that I made that I've been, I guess, trying to talk about. No, you're not dead. Yeah, again, I've been working on some degrees for ages. I got really stuck on how to do a bar scene because I don't have the money or resources to really do a bar fight scene. I found a way.
If Mid needs another, she can come and get it herself.
Where? He's gotta be. Yeah, it's you. And that just stumped me for a long time. And then my coworker suggested, lemonade stand. That was some good lemonade too, actually. It was actually really good. Definitely worth it.
Well, after what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
Well, oil doesn't go bad, does it? So like anything that was left by them could still be here, right? Or am I wrong?
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
I think you understood what I was saying, right, gamers?
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realized I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Oh, God. Oh, God. If the gear's right there, I'm actually gonna punch something. Cause like brother and lemon. Nade.
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
That's insane. It was literally just that. Anyways, you're gonna notice a cut because I have to go do something.
Doll mentioned a new project. She seems preoccupied.
I definitely wasn't
When
gone
isn't she?
for an hour. Definitely not. I was.
Well, did they have it?
No.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work.
All that hard work.
All that
not
side
used for
questing.
Jamie. But it isn't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one. So that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Wow, we're actually making really good time. I mean, we had 6 side quests left. And we did half of them already. I think. No, I want to end next video off with the hunts. I was about to suggest we end this one off with the hunts, but no. I know how we should end it. We should do the Torgal quest. I've been saying is like, oh yeah, we're gonna do that one first. Multiple times in a row. We'll do that one now. Then we'll do the quest with Loresman. Maybe to open up next video. What one is trial and error? I genuinely what is this one? We'll do that one first tomorrow so we can end with this one. And then we'll do the hunts. And probably a shorter video, so. Woo! Then we beat the flippening flump game. Yeah.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you were a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without us.
We'll be waiting here.
Thank you. We won't be long. All right. Hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
I like this because it has its own unique area.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming.
Yeah, get over that
I
log.
know where we're going.
I guess go under that log. Even the arrows were pointing above it. Dang nabbit. Oh, that's pretty.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Wow. Yeah, that was actually... I thought that one was longer. Genuinely.
Sorry.
And there's no way to get back over there.
We're ready.
Oh, shoot. Actually, you can. That's actually really cool. I actually had no idea. I had no idea. So somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. Okay, so that's the last side quest we're gonna do. Which just leaves that one to start next video. So I guess we'll end this video in Northreach. 2 more side quests. That's flipping it, guys. That's flipping and dipping it. We're that close to done. Crazy. Goodbye.